Lackamas families. Mrs. Mueller here with a quick overview of what you'll read in this week's Leopard update. Now, it's hard to believe we're in our last week of May and that we're heading to June with just 4 weeks left in this year. We have a lot of learning still going on here at Lackamas and some different events that are coming up. This Monday, our fifth graders will be having a visit from our Liberty and Odyssey Middle School administration team. Now, you might not know this about me, but before I became principal at Lackamas, I was an associate principal at Liberty. So I understand middle school. I had the opportunity to teach at middle school and to be a dean of students and then also an associate principal before I got to be our Lackamas principal here. At Liberty and at Odyssey, our admin team, they do a lot to help support this transition. These are really big times in our kids' life. And your child might be starting to experience some anxiety about the unknown of what's coming ahead. So this is our opportunity to have kids have a positive connection, to see someone that they're going to see again. And then our schools will also do more supporting for our transition for our kids. I guarantee you, your fifth graders are ready for this. They blossom and grow as they transition. And for parents, just to let you know that it's not that much different for them. They feel a little bit more freedom because they're moving between classes more, but they really are still on a cohort of teachers who will care for your kid and know them deeply. So I'm excited for them to meet their principals and administrative team. They're going to get to ask questions. They'll get some answers and they'll get an idea of what does it look like at Liberty and at Odyssey. So reach out to your child's next year's school or reach it back to your fifth grade teacher and let us know how we can help support during this time that for some kind of brings some anxiety about what's coming up, because we want to support our kids and help them as they transition and continue growing. Now, as you'll read through, we're finishing up several things. We have our panorama survey that we're finishing with our kids this week. And so this survey helps guide and let us know from a student perspective, their social emotional, where they're at, and also a portion on math, so that it helps guide us with our response for our kids. We also have coming up our art installation. So our pals sent out a parent volunteer request. That art week last week was fabulous. It truly was some moments in joy. And I sat in as many classes that I was able to and just was able to experience with kids, something that for some pushed them outside of a comfort zone, but brought them back to some awareness of themselves, of their classmates, and bringing those together. We kind of get hidden behind these masks. And this helped us to really look at and connect. One of the activities was a mirroring activity where just really quiet music played in the background and it was kind of miming. So one person would do a motion and the other person would have to mirror it and go down. It was beautiful to watch the kids, all their body just calm, and to really focus in on the person in front of them to mirror even tiny little movements. Thank you so much for your support of our community so we can bring some special events like this for our kids. It was wonderful. And I can't wait to see our mobile with all of our butterflies that will remind us of our moments of joy. Now, I have out there right now an offer and an opportunity for families. We have an amazing playground, and our playground's open all summer long. It's open on the weekends and after school hours for families to come and enjoy. And I know many of you do. But over the summer, we have our garden area. Where our land laid, we like to honor, respect what the history of this land was. And part of it, they were fields. And so we purposefully put areas on our playground that connect us back to our past with these garden areas. We have some beautiful garden spaces, and we also have some apple trees. There is one old historic apple tree that is off our playground, but you can see it from back in our garden area. And then we have planted about 7 to 10, I can't remember the count, of our own new apple trees that will continue to grow. And then we have these beautiful garden planters. You'll see in the Leopard update a picture of Eden watering last year's garden. So my dream was to have these pumpkins. So our kindergartners, all of them got to go to our own garden, have their own pumpkin that we did our own pumpkin patch. We had beautiful sunflowers and pumpkins about this big. They were adorable. And all of our students who were here for our student support spots, because we weren't here in the fall, all received a pumpkin. Well, right now, because we're so focused on our learning and those pieces, I only have a couple classes who are going to commit to a garden bed, which means that we have garden beds available. So if your family, or maybe you and a couple families, would like to adopt a garden area, we'd like to offer that for you. As a Lacamas community, it would be so awesome to see this space utilized and enjoyed over the summer. There's a water spigot out there that when you connect with me, I'll share with you how to use it and how to help maintain it. But it will need weeding, it will need planting, it will need caring, but it will be something that you would enjoy and be able to benefit from. So please let me know if you would like to adopt one of our garden spaces. Lacamas families we have coming up in June, and you'll hear more information about our end of the year field day, our 5th grade celebration, but those will all be happening in the last 2 days of school. So lots of learning still going on. Thank you for keeping connected, reading through our Leopard update, and I hope that you make it a great week and enjoy your next 3 days next weekend off with Memorial Day.